Really? All your new family left you alone?
My father came in town yesterday.
Oh, that's cool. So where'd you guys go out?
We just went to eat because we had practice. So we just went to eat and just chill, and that's it.
Was that okay?
Yeah. I wanted to be by myself because I was kind of tired, so I just stayed in the dorm.
So Phil, what'd you get for Christmas?
Nothing.
Nothing? Really?
I got love for Christmas.
Love for Christmas. Okay, that sounds good. Who came to Christmas?
My whole family.
Like, how many people is that?
50.
50? 50 people at Christmas. Wow, do you guys have to like rent out a hall?
Wow.
Okay. So, how much time have you guys had as like break? I assume you were in Illinois, so that was for 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
So did you guys have the 24th and 5th off?
23rd, 24th.
23rd and 24th off?
We practiced yesterday.
You practiced yesterday. Did you guys also do a little team, it's Christmas sort of thing?
Just practice.
Yeah, just practice. Okay.
The gift of practice, Roger. The gift of practice.
God's gift of practice?
We have God's gift all 24/7.
Okay. So, what do you think, Phil? You guys ready for this Big East thing?
Yeah, things are coming along. You know, we've been having long, tough practices. So we could just be ready and be prepared for the Big East. We know it's going to be a challenge, but we up to the challenge.
When you say they're long and tough, you know, like it's something that you guys have been saying a lot lately. Like, give us an idea. When you first started practicing here, were they only an hour and 45 minutes long, and now they're 2 hours and 45 minutes long, or what exactly is happening?
You know, like when season started, there was an hour, 90-minute practices, and then like now they're like 3 hour, 4 hour practices, just grinding away, so we can get everything right and everything perfect for when game time comes.
Well, and during the break, they're allowed to practice. The practice rules are different.
As far as, well, I mean, is it hard to stay focused, Phil, for a 3.5 hour practice?
It's challenging, you know, because you get tired, you know, you want to just let go of the rope. You just want to get done with practice, but coach been on us, sticking with it, and we've been pulling away. We've been pulling through, and our teammates, they give energy, so we can get through practice and become better at each practice.
That's good. How's Amir doing with learning the whole system?
He learning fast. He pretty much got the whole system down. What 3 practices?
Yeah.
He got it down. He fit right in.
And what have been like the 2 or 3 things that have been most important that you've been practicing on since the last game?
Defense for one. You know, crashing the boards, getting at least 3 guys on the boards, and getting back in transition. You know, offense. You know, attacking early. You know, playing the edges, and getting into our stuff more quickly.
You know, I don't know that people, I mean, you may have felt this, but I think that people who view the program from the outside may not have envisioned like, oh yeah, Phil Greene, he's going to be running the point the whole season, you know, Big East point guard. I think that they certainly saw you logging serious minutes at the position, but not as the primary distributor. How do you think you're doing with stepping into the role?
I think I'm doing pretty good, you know. Like I always say, my coaches have tremendous confidence in me, and my teammates do too. They know what I can do and what I'm capable of, and I just want to stay solid, you know, and just get the W.
Do you feel like you belong?
Yeah.
Do you feel, I'm Phil Greene, I'm a Big East point guard?
Yeah.
And did you feel that all along and we're just finding out, or
yeah,
have you sort of grown into it?
I always felt like that. Because I have a lot of confidence in myself too.
Has Coach Lav been to any of the practices since the last game?
No.
Has he still been texting and calling you guys? He must be texting and calling you, huh?
You just like tell me like just go with the flow, you know. Just don't try to do too much right now. You know, just go with the flow and just go with the game. That's basically what he's telling me.
You know, one of the things that we have been hearing since the Lavin, Dunlap, Hines, Childs group came in here, it has to do with how sophisticated the matchup zone defense is and how, you know, there's like learning the offensive philosophy is not something that comes very easily. How do you, I mean, is it as complicated as people make it out to be? Or, you know, what have you found in terms of learning it?
The offense is pretty easy if you just pay attention. Like, cause Coach Dunlap, he's so smart. Like, as long as you listen, like he's not gonna tell you nothing wrong. Like, as long as you listen, you'll pick up on it fast because like the whole offense, like I'm pretty much getting down like every day. Like every time we practice, like I'm just if you pay attention to him, then you'll be fine. The defense is kind of complicated because you're constantly moving. You know, it's like how do you say like push pull. Like the defense, like it's challenging, but it's able to be taught.
Do you think that, like, how long do you think it'll really take you to have it down?
Fairly quick. I mean, I'm coming along pretty quick. Maybe 2-3 weeks, and I'll be up. I'll be where I need to be at.
Do you think that you've been described like I don't know how much y'all pay attention to what people are saying about you when you're recruits and you know when you're developing in high school and stuff. Did anyone ever use the phrase like high basketball IQ with you?
Yeah, a lot of people do because like I'm basically like I don't know. I could distribute the ball. You know, just me being like a forward, I get passed out to the open teammates. You know, I get my team involved. But it's my IQ. I wouldn't say it's like the highest right now, but I'm learning as I go along.
Okay. And when you hear that phrase, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good because people are acknowledging that I'm a smart basketball player.
So many of the guys in this program are new, okay? And you know, it's your first year in college basketball, and yeah, you've had a little bit of stuff. You've had Kentucky, you've had Arizona, you know, you've played some tough games. What do you think conference play is gonna be like?
It's like gonna be like a fist fight. You know, they say the Big East is a lot of hitting, a lot of no calls. We just have to be prepared. You know, like you said, we played a lot of tough games, so we should be mentally prepared now. Come tomorrow when we play Providence.
What do you envision? You know, I know it's kind of weird that like you're gonna have this home game on campus, and it's gonna be like I guess during school break. So I can't really predict what the environment's gonna be like. But as you play into the Big East schedule, and you start having garden dates and playing road games at tough places like Hartford, you know, what do you think the atmospheres are gonna be like?
I think it's gonna be crazy. You know, fans love their teams, so the support is gonna be crazy. You know, but we just have to block it out and play our game.
Okay. So, what is your out pitch? Fastball?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Changing gears a little bit,
It
aren't you?
just kind of got me off guard.
I've been very curious to know about him as a pitcher. You know?
Anything else for Amir? Bill?
Really, I don't get to ask him
You
about
can,
his
no,
pitching.
go ahead. If you'd like, go ahead.
Good.
I'm just curious. What is your out pitch?
Basketball.
Really? How many different things do you mix in with the fastball?
4.
Really? You like basketball better though, don't you?
I like them evenly, both the same.
Yeah. That's good. Do you do you do things to keep yourself in baseball shape during basketball season and basketball shape during baseball season?
Yeah, I do a fair amount. Like right now it's basketball time, so I'm not worried about baseball right now. But after basketball is over, then that's when I'll be doing my training.
Okay. I'm sorry about switching gears.
No,
It's
you're
just,
good. You're good.
we don't always have a guy in the basketball program here who's also like, you know, capable of playing pro baseball, so
You're
it's
good.
worth that
Phil,
question.
how are your legs? How are you guys? How have you been able to deal with the fatigue and playing all the minutes that you have?
For one, you gotta get a lot of rest. But coach, like I said, coaching them, having long practices so we can get used to playing a lot of minutes. Fighting through fatigue. So when crunch time comes, we could be prepared and ready for whatever anyone throws at us.
Are there things that you're doing differently this year than maybe you ever had in your career in order to be better prepared? I mean, maybe getting fluids in or eating differently. Something that you're doing differently this year.
Yeah, it's eating different. I eat way more than what I had before. Pat, he give us protein, so we could, and vitamins, so we could have a lot of energy, so we could recover faster, so we could be ready for the games.
That's Patrick Dixon, our strength and conditioning coach.
Is it you're ramping up the practices, as you say. Are there days you just dying for a day off, or having those half-hour
It's
practices?
like that sometimes, but you gotta fight through it. Because we short on bodies, so we know we all have to step up.
Do you feel like you're in the best shape of your life?
Yeah.
And how quickly have you gotten into that shape? Was it pretty immediate as soon as you stepped on campus?
It was from the summertime to now.
Are there times during the game when obviously you just have to mentally push through? You're looking at the bench and there's no one there to replace you?
It's like that a lot, because we press a lot, so sometimes you be like, man, I gotta press, and then come back, you gotta press your ball, then you gotta push the ball on offense. It's like that a lot, but Coach Dunlap do a good job of getting us mentally prepared and train for that.
In these practices, I assume you're working on presses. I mean, these are full practices, and you're not just going through walkthroughs and stuff, right?
Yep.
Are you doing sprints afterwards? Is there conditioning elements
we
too?
do sprints. We do full court layups, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, box out drills, push it, take it down. We do a lot of running in practice.
So they're not taking it easy on you.
Nah, not at all.
Amir, has this just been a whirlwind for you? Have you had any time to think that only a few weeks ago you were up in Maine and now you're getting ready for Big East basketball?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like at first I was just like thinking like I was just up in Maine and like all of a sudden I'm here and I'm playing already. I was just amazed.
You probably never expected to be, or I assume you expected to be eased in a little bit more slowly than you have been. Was that first game difficult, and has these few days been difficult?
First game is difficult because I didn't think I was gonna play as much. Like I to be honest, I was thinking like maybe 6 minutes, and then I got thrown in. Like he was like, Amir, get in. I was like, oh man. I was just like, oh, I don't know. But it's gotten better. Like practices, I was working out over the break and stuff like that. So I'm getting in. It's getting better day by day.
Was it scary for you? Being thrown in?
Nah. It wasn't scary because they got to get on the same court as me. The basketball players just like I am. There's nothing to be scared of. That's how competitive I am. I'll get on the court with anybody.
How soon did you finish up at Bridgeton? As far as I assume you had to wait for your rid to get through and everything. Was that a quick process, and then you're just down here, or was there a couple weeks in between?
No, it was quick. I mean, I got done school like December 16th, and then we submitted them that day, Friday, the dean up there, and I got cleared Wednesday.
I mean, have you even settled into a dorm room?
Yeah, I have one now. I got one Wednesday actually. So it was crazy.
Have you unpacked yet?
Not fully because it's temporary right now, so I just leave my stuff packed. So when I move again.
Are you gonna live with one of the guys?
I don't know yet. I mean, probably.
And are you just like sleeping with the playbook now? If you guys have a playbook,
I'm just learning in practice. It's not really that hard, to be honest. You just gotta pay attention, like I said before.
What were your what were your expectations going to the second half of the season, coming into St. John's? Have they changed at all in the last few days?
I mean, we just pretty much want to win. That's it. Play hard. Nothing's changed. Like every program, we just want to win. You know. And that's just basically it.
Do you feel like there's more? Do you feel like there's any pressure on you coming in? You know, you were one of these big recruits coming in, and now coming in this late in the season, and you know, with your teammates expecting a lot from you. Do you feel any of that pressure?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's pressure because like we work together. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll have my role, and my teammates expect me to do something. So it's not like pressure. It's like, how do I say it? It's just like I know what they expect of me. You know?
And what do you think that is?
Just play hard. You know, just bring energy off the bench, and just play within the team.
You're from Pac-10 country. You're from Big Ten country. Growing up watching college basketball where you're from, what do you guys think of the Big East?
To be honest, I never like really watched basketball because I barely started playing like ninth grade. So I didn't grow up watching basketball. But as I start watching it, like, and I start learning about the Big East, it's like any given night, like anybody could beat anybody. You know, because it's like every day you're going out playing a hard game. Like, you know, it's so competitive. And it's just like it's men amongst boys up here.
Yeah, like what he said, like any given night, any team can win the Big East. Like every team is actually good, you know. It's just a tough, like I said before, rock fight. Big East is a lot of hitting, a lot of fouls that don't be called. So like you said, man's amongst boys.
I don't suppose that's something, is men amongst boys is that a practice phrase or is that just an Amir Garrett original?
I mean, it's
idea?
just like it's obvious, you know. You don't play like, man, a team bigger than you is gonna just take advantage of it. I mean, you know, you gotta come out here and play like men. You can't play like no little boys up here.
You guys sound like you feel ready. Do you?
I feel ready. I mean, our team, we feel ready because it's just it's like competitive nature. That's how I want to say it.
Anything else for these guys?
Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, fellas.
Happy holidays.
I got a full set.